Okay. All right. So what I have here is we're going to be putting corn in this walking floor because I'm going to start hauling corn out of here with it. And of course this trailer's brand new, but when you run bales of hay up on here, you have a problem with that door. Well, I had a problem with that door. We ran the hay forward, I didn't catch it on time, and sure as the Pope's Catholic, I hit that thing, tried to push the front end right out the back, made a mess of it. Kind of really pissed me off, actually. Nothing I can do now other than replace the whole entire door, but what's the point, because I'm going to do it again anyway, I'm sure. So what I'm going to do here today for corn, oh Jesus, is I don't like the mat that I was using for the compost, okay? Yeah, see that shit right there? Oh God, it just it's stuck in there, right? Ugh. Wow. Well, it's just normal use, I guess. So what I have to do is, I have a tarp here, this guy right here, which is a, they're not really that expensive. I think I paid like 60 bucks for that thing. These were expensive. These spring clamps, I need 4 of them. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put them up here, like right like that, okay? So what I'll do is I'll put them here, like so, and I'm gonna screw them fast here and there, or here and there, and then I'm going to screw right here to hold it like that, so it holds it up the sides. So when I put corn in here, it will just, when I go to unload, it'll keep the corn from going in, and it'll sweep my entire floor perfectly clean. The reason it'll sweep it clean is because that tarp will just kind of, it'll drag on the bottom, and all that corn will just sweep off. So it saves a lot of time in pushing it off with a broom. So that's the deal. That's what I'm gonna do. You can watch me do it or not watch me do it. I don't care. But that's what you do. I've seen a guy do it before. Most of them don't put them here, but I honestly think that if I put it there, when I fill this, it'll just hold it like that, and it'll make a real nice nice seal there, and things will be good. So even if it's suspended a little bit right there, and the same with the compost, you know, that compost, when you put compost in here, you kind of want it to sweep off. I will be getting lime, and I want to put lime in this trailer. So what I'm going to do with the lime is actually take compost and leave it on the floor so that the lime never touches the floor, and I'll have compost over top of the tarp, so when we do fill it, and I have to put like 25 tons in this thing. I can haul 2 loads of lime a day with this truck and trailer, and I have to do it. It just absolutely has to be done because I need the lime, and I don't need that huge bill. It's costing me more to haul it than the lime costs to purchase. It's 30 bucks a ton. Okay, so that's pretty simple. Yeah, this stuff's got like a dope on it, what they call tarp dope. But yeah, you go ahead and put that on there. The corn will come in. It'll lay up against that. Obviously, you're not going to put it up any farther than up the headboard than that anyway. So you'll fill to here, and then you'll do one in the center, and then of course at the rear door. And the way these things work is they just kind of shuffle down. Now the weight of the corn will press down on this here, and as that comes on, obviously that corn will spread out a little bit, but it won't ever go past that. That will just bunch up, and it'll be a nice clean sweep. When I do the lime, I'll put compost on the floor here, spread it around so that there's about 2 inches thick of compost or 3 inches thick of compost. That won't bother my lime spreader at all, and it won't ever touch the floor because that damn lime is like sandpaper. So you dump it in on top of that compost, never touches the floor. That sweeps it out nice and clean. You don't ever have to worry about it wearing out the floor. Now the walls, that's a totally different story, but you're never going to stop it from wearing the machine out eventually. But right now we're dealing with corn, so that's how this is going to work for corn. Hopefully everything goes well. I mean, you just don't want it to, you just want it to go as nicely and as smoothly as possible. I'm thinking that this is going to work out just fine. I have been using those rubber mats, but aren't you heavy? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I think somebody's got it. What do you think of that, huh? Fix my truck, boy. Okay, an old 50-20. We'll get to watch Timothy pull out with that. Me and William will be here. William will be here. We'll pick this corn and then we'll go home. Okay, you ready to go get in the combine?
Okay.
You don't need to move. Your brother sometimes can drive me to drink. Did you know that? Sometimes he can. Yeah, we're getting at it. This field is big. Come on. I like the big fields. Come on. Okay. Now. Go. We want to watch Tim go. Yeah. We're gonna watch you. Pull up your pants. Your brother's gotten so fat that he can't sit with a belt on. He's got to lay off the sugary sweets. He's gonna end up with a damn heart attack. See if he gets through it. I don't think he's going to get through it. He's going through the mud. Why is he going through the mud, Will? Okay, let's get up in there before it runs over. Go ahead. This wagon holds about 380 bushel. So, watch your fingers. So it won't take us long at all. He actually made it out. I'm surprised. But yeah, we'll swack off that small part there. Why is that thing so tight? Watch. I'm cleaning out. And we're good. So we have a slight adjustment that needs to be made to the combine here. And every once in a while, it's just a good idea to get in here and look anyway. The adjustment is up here on that new belt that I had broke. So when I broke it, I had it tight, and I had loosened it up some. And after I put it on, it was still too tight. Because it was still too tight. It only takes a 9/16 inch wrench to adjust that. It's just this little 3/8 inch nut there. There's a jam nut and all. So you got to adjust it because for some reason this belt has shrunk. Sometimes when you have a belt like this, it will do that. This crap annoys me. That was on the top side of that, and it shouldn't be there. So there's another adjustment we can make. So we can, oh no, it's a 1/2 inch, isn't it? Yep. And things get sharp there, they'll cut you like a razor. So anyway. Oh yeah, William's after me. So anyway, my chrome, welded in chrome parts, they seem to be doing their job quite nicely, so I'm not going to complain about that. But anyway, are you stuck? Are you stuck? Yeah, you can get in there. I don't know if you see way down there, but Tim's dumping out that combine. He'll have that truck full, and I'll drop this, and hopefully that truck will come out of there. I'm hoping it will anyway. If we don't get rain tomorrow, we're going to chop and we're going to shred and bale these stalks. Stack them up down here and take them to the auction market for bedding for cows. That's what we're going to do with them. Alright, so this corn's been harvested a couple of weeks. A couple of years here. Look at that. It's been harvested a couple of weeks, and we have not had drying weather for these stalks, really. But this is a 106-day variety. If you look in here, this pith is just really soaking wet. So that stalk is still kicking, still alive. Oh boy. There's some volunteer corn from the loss, you know, because you will lose corn no matter what you do. And I don't care if it's a brand new Gleaner, John Deere, New Holland, Fendt, whatever you want to, Massey, Ferguson, whatever you want to call them. They have loss. They really do. And you know, this variety of corn here, this 106-day variety, I have another I don't know, maybe 130 acres of that left over on the other two farms. But you can see that this has shelled the butt clean off. And where's the tip of these things? This 106-day variety really shells nice. The 100 and or the straight 100-day variety does not. So you see a few kernels there. That's normal. That shells out in the head. These stalks were a bit green when I combined them. So what I'd really like to do is see this stuff go bone dry. This is where the moisture's held, right here in this. Now this will absorb manure, piss, and all that other water and stuff. So you can see here, this was shelling out a little bit in the head. Not terrible. I've seen worse, way worse, like way worse. Sometimes you'll get a variety that the minute you touch that ear, it just blows apart right off the cob. I'm actually quite pleased with what I'm seeing here. We get into the mud here, but this down here was the 100-day variety. This is like a blend of 100 and 106 day. So you get down here and there's less. We still at the 106. Yeah, here we go. You can see some of it's coming up from the loss, but the stalks are much drier. Hear that? Much drier. This is actually pretty dry. So, and if you see that root mass, this root mass it's all deteriorating. It's just deteriorating down to nothing. So I can even show you, this is a 106-day stalk. This is a 100-day stalk. You can tell the difference right here in the same row, because this is where I changed over. And you can see that the pith, or the cellulose that's in here, is dry. But if you crack this bitch open, watch this. I bet I could squeeze the water out of this. This stuff is sharp as razors too, by the way. Let's see, can we get a drip of water out of it? It's wet, you can see. It's still very much a sponge. So I'm on the fence as to what to do with this corn stubble. Whether I shred it up and let it set for a few days, if we get a few days. If I shred it and let it set for a few days, we would definitely be able to bale it bone dry. Where Timothy is picking right now, or shelling corn right now, I say picking, that's as dry as what this, because it's the 100-day corn variety. I'm hoping, I only want to bale maybe a couple of hundred bales. And the reason for that is I just want to get enough to send out to Lancaster for bedding. The rest can get disked under. Now, okay, there was a little bit more to this video, but there was a little too much information that I really didn't want out there. So I kind of had to cut it a little bit short. But the fact of the matter is, we really need to change what we're doing as far as making hay. And well, we're still going to make hay. Obviously, we'll be making a lot of hay. But the trips around the countryside, chasing down bales, they just become unfeasible when the grain price reaches a certain level. And you can't compete with a high dollar grain price and chasing bales of hay or straw that are stagnant in price. Tired of the stagnant prices. So we're not sure what we're doing or where we're going. I'm pretty much going to, I'm exploring the wheat right now, like in a few minutes. I gotta make some phone calls. So anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. There's more to come today. I got other things going on. I worked on a truck yesterday, did not film it at all because nobody's interested in our Peak's truck. But that's okay, because we love our Peak, and we're gonna get his truck running this afternoon. It was supposed to start yesterday, but nobody showed up to the farm because it was rainy and crappy, and today I'm probably gonna move some corn, so you'll get to see that. Oh, and I almost forgot. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. This is your rating. A thumbs up side, it does help the channel. Whether you want to or not, just hit the thumbs up. It doesn't cost anything. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed, that's free too. Let her rip, Tater Chip.